his freshman year at Alabama. He was a freshman All-American. He was an ESPN academic All-American. He's involved with the FCA, Campus Crusade for Christ, on his campus. He's going on a mission trip to Haiti during spring break. And he's also a cousin of Taylor Harris from here in West Point. So we're excited that he's able to come and share with you tonight. Those of you that know me know that I am not an Alabama fan. I will say this: every time I watch Alabama play this year, I was a Barrett Jones fan because I know this guy, I know his family, I know what he stands for, and I know a little bit about his relationship with God. And so he's going to share with us just about his walk with God, and I want to encourage you to hear what he has to say tonight. Y'all help me welcome Barrett Jones.
How you guys doing tonight? So I think I already know about the response, but we do have a couple Alabama fans in here, right? First of all, I'd just like to thank you guys for the opportunity to let me come and speak, and I really appreciate it. And just like to share with you a little bit of what God's done in my life the last few years, and how He's really blessed me. I guess it all started really when I was born. I was born into a great Christian family. I was very fortunate. My mom and dad are both strong believers. Took me to church every week. My dad was a great role model for me. It really showed me what it meant to be a Christian man. And I know that's something that everybody has. And so I was really blessed, to have that as a child. So fast forward a little bit, ended up going to a Christian school, evangelical Christian school in Memphis, Tennessee, which is where I'm from. And so I went there, and I played two sports, basketball and football. And ended up, I really like basketball, but I decided I was either going to have to be a point guard or have a 40-inch vertical. So I decided that football might be my thing. So I started working that a little bit, and went to some camps, started talking to some people, and started getting some interest from some coaches, and eventually started getting some offers my sophomore year. People telling me that I could come and play for their school, and it was a really exciting time in my life. I was really excited about what God had planned for me, and just really looking forward to what the future held. And I went into my junior season just really hyped up and ready to go, and we were undefeated and playing the number one team in the city about the middle of the year somewhere. And it was a big game. There was a lot of scouts there, to see me and some other players, and guys from Tennessee and Alabama and LSU and all over the place. So I was hyped up, and I've been praying about a long time. This is the game I need to really have a great game in. Ended up having a pretty good game. I actually had an interception playing defensive end. It was like it was a miracle. I just tipped the ball and just found it. So I had a great game. It was awesome. We were up on the number one team in the city, 22-13, with about a minute to go. Went around the edge. I played both ways this time, and I sacked the quarterback. And when I did, I felt a strange feeling in my shoulder. And I looked down, and my shoulder blade was in my tricep, kind of. So I had completely dislocated my shoulder and torn every ligament there was in my shoulder. So this was obviously extremely frustrating for me because this is what I've been putting all my focus on for the past 2 years is playing football, and now I had this very serious injury that was not good, and really I was very angry at God and other things, and that's definitely not a good way to be if you've ever been there. I was just frustrated. I was like, man, God, this is really things are starting to work out for me. This is my big year. This is the big game. I mean, why did it have to happen like this? And I don't know. I'm sure each of y'all have had a tough situation like that, and that's kind of the time when God takes you and He really just shows you, what His will is in your life. And He really used that time to kind of grab my attention and grab my focus and tell me, I can take it away as fast as I'll give it to you. And so I ended up having surgery, reconstructing it. I had a good senior year. Ended up having some choices on where to go. went and visited all around the country, visited schools, ended up going to Alabama, met Coach Saban, fell in love with the program. I prayed about it a lot and just really felt like that's where God was leading me. So, got to Alabama. I was finally feeling good. My shoulder was getting strong again. And, got in terrific shape. Been working out all summer extremely hard. So I get to practice. About the second week of practice, I hit a guy, and I just feel my other shoulder slip. And I was like, no, surely not. Surely that wasn't it. I was in denial. I was like, no, that was just a stinger or something. And I just kind of went and told the trainer, and I was like, I just think I just kind of messed my shoulder up, but it's no big deal. So I ended up playing with it for a long time, but deep down I didn't know what happened. I dislocated my other shoulder and torn the main ligaments in it too. And so I ended up just kept practicing for a long time, and ended up telling the doctor, and he was like, yeah, it's definitely torn. So, but I got a chance to play the rest of the year. It was extremely painful. Didn't get to do a lot of the things I wanted to just because I was in pain the whole year. Played a couple games early, but after that, I just kind of had to take it easy. Ended up having to have another reconstructive surgery on my other shoulder. So now at this point, I'm like, man, God, I thought I learned my lesson the first time, apparently I didn't. So, I feel like both of these times, I really had been making football my God in sports. I know in any of y'all's lives, whether it's sports or school or money or whatever, so many times, other things get in the way of what really is most important. So I've been doing that, and I did it again, and, I really just so focused on football, and, again, God just kind of grabbed my attention and said, look, this is how easy I can take it away, really. And, I was extremely frustrated at this point because, I just knew exactly what I was in for. It was just another 4 months of misery. I don't know if anyone ever had a bad injury, but rehab is just the most miserable thing ever, because it's just like, you have to work out and run with the rest of the team, and then you have to do 2 extra hours of rehab every day. So it was a terrible spring, and, I was extremely frustrated, but, I was just like, God, just help me get healthy. And he did it, he blessed me, and I ended up getting healthy that spring, and I got back for spring practice, and I started out with a third string guy. 3 girls who know what that means, no offense. But started out as a 3, and worked my way up to the 2s that spring. And I was just kind of like, God, hopefully this year, this is what my role can be, a backup player, somebody who can maybe go in if somebody gets hurt. And then I came around the fall still as a 2, and 2 weeks before the first game, the coach took me aside. He's like, we want you to try to run some plays of the 1s. And I was like, the 1s? You sure? You sure you got the right guy?